For more than 25 years, Jerry Springer brought the best of the worst to our living rooms.
6 years! My boy, 6 years!
Oh,
so what? 6 years! So what?
Hey, Jerry. Hi.
From the outrageous
Last Wednesday, I took her to Red Lobster, bro. And we had
to the truly bizarre.
You slept with her mother?
When the former mayor turned news anchor turned trash TV megastar hit our screens in 1991 with The Jerry Springer Show, TV was forever changed.
You want to be with his boyfriend?
No.
Oh, so that
He's thirsty. That's all he needs, water.
Pioneering the concept of tabloid television, Springer's daytime escapades paved the way for future stars.
Matt, you are not.
Outrating TV queen Oprah, Springer even inspired his own opera.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
But if the show itself was a circus, Jerry was its ringmaster.
So they're going to wrestle in applesauce.
What a coincidence. We happen to have a tub of applesauce.
And even if he occasionally had his doubts,
I apologize. I've ruined the culture. I just hope hell isn't that hot.
in the midst of the chaos, the Jerry Springer Show contained a human message.
Admittedly, it's often crazy or outside the norm of accepted behavior. But what I've learned over our quarter century of shows is that deep down, we are all alike.
Well, almost all of us.
What? 6 years! So what?
Hey, Jerry.
Hi.
Well, joining us now is our entertainment guru, Hyla. Hyla, I have been saying Jerry, Jerry, Jerry all day, all day in my head. You have actually been to the Jerry Springer Show, met the man himself. What was the show like? What was he like?
It's so funny for having such an outrageous show with outrageous people on there. He was one of the nicest individuals. When I went to the show, he made a point to shake hands and take pictures with every single audience member. As you notice there, it's me by myself. This was what I thought was one of the best surprise Valentine gifts I could have given my girlfriend at the time. Needless to say, we are not together, but Christy, I bet you're thankful that I took you to the show now.
How do you think Jerry Springer changed what we see on TV?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, regardless of the content, it was revolutionary. I mean, you heard in that segment, he had bigger ratings than Oprah, and we consider Oprah to be a god of television. So you have to put him somewhere on that mantle next to her. And, it's so interesting. He would always end every show saying, hey, take care of yourself, take care of others. He was a politician. I had a chance to interview him on my radio show a couple times. Completely generous with his time, so nice, so thoughtful. There was even a time I remember where he used to say the word tranny on his show, and members of the LGBTQ community said, hey, that word is offensive, and immediately, without any pushback, he stopped using that on his show.
How do you reckon he convinced all those people to go onto his show?
I actually don't think that that's hard. I mean, it's a cultural juggernaut. It's a chance for someone to get 15 minutes of fame. A lot of people thought that those people were either actors or he paid for them to be on the show, and that's not true. Other than like covering their flights and food and hotel, those people came for their own free will and their 15 minutes of fame.
It's so American, isn't it? I feel like when you watched it from here in Australia, you could just never quite understand what on earth this was taking place on television.
Yes. Well, you couldn't picture people like you getting on there and doing something like that, could you, Hamish? But it didn't start like that. The show wasn't originally as full-on as it was. It was quite more political to start with, but it just didn't rate. Is that right?
That is right. Yeah. I mean, this guy's really smart. He went to school, got a law degree from university. He was part of the city council. He was a mayor of Cincinnati, and he tried to do kind of a more serious political show, pitting the KKK against Jewish people, and it didn't really rate. So he pivoted, and that's what the revolution became. And oh, by the way, it's so American. Kind of offensive, but also true.
Yeah. Well, it's a safe distance for us to say all of that. What can I say, Hyla?
Don't make me throw my chair at you.
Hyla, do you think we'll ever see another Jerry Springer, or have sort of attitudes changed nowadays?
Have you been on YouTube lately? Yeah, there's Jerry Springers all over the place. Obviously, they're not going to have the same impact because, television back in the 90s, you only had a few options, and that's what you watched. But unfortunately, there's still plenty of trash to go around.
Hyla, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I'm happy that the chair stayed on the ground. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.